So I asked, can
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 71 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside.
Like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down, Cardinals.
From the gun, Murray. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Oh, free safety blitz. It'd be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
17-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seattle.
A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Shotgun shotgun now from Murray. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Murray sacked.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
At the 20.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just took.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
14.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's complete right around the 8. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Number 89.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw again is Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
And the Cardinals' 1st down.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
To number 82.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. 12 yards there and a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this. The stoppage with a second as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Murray to air it out again, and this is caught. It's Cooper, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Flushed out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Dustin Hopkins set.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
16-yard line.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter.
Buda Baker there.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but now it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Wilson's pass intercepted by the Cardinals.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
You know, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Complete.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Amari Cooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try?
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DJ Chark. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing.
Tyler Bass for the extra point.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
I know the natural instinct is to kick the extra point there and tie the game. But here in this spot, at this point of the game, is there another coach maybe weighing in with what to do here?
Well, I think that analytics are starting to say, with it being from the 2, that you're going for 2 more often, that makes sense. But there, I still like going for 1, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I mean, that's my first instinct, but I'm understanding the game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
Murray now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
A loss of a yard. It's second down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
To try again after the sack, Murray. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing is Murray on third down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Final minute now of the third quarter.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Again, Wilson rolling to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. The quick slant caught. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Justin.
Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. And
the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And out now come the Seahawks. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Eluding the pressure right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson, and he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And hang on, we got an injury. And that's DK Metcalf. The wide receiver yet to get back to his feet. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Gets through, and now an opening. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
The ball carried.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So Wilson and the Seahawks down 28-20, a minute 44 to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. Here's Wilson. That one complete. He finds Shark. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Holding offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 27-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
5.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. But they certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it. And guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
The score, Cardinals 28.
And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll conserve whatever time he can as they'll opt to bring it out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, four in the game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.